Good day, everyone. Welcome to my report, which is all about dimensions of learner centered teaching. But before that, let us define first what is learner centered teaching. Learner centered teaching is an approach of teaching that focuses on the student as a learner rather than the transmission of information and focuses on helping students become self directed learners. The functions of contents. Content should be used to build a knowledge base. How the instructor and the students use the content. It develops learning skills and learner self-awareness. Our own content knowledge affects how we interpret the content goals we are expected to reach with our students. It affects the way we hear and respond to our students and their questions. Class, as a student, we are able to engage in student input and make the connection clear. It explained early on the meta goals of the course besides mastering the content and remind students periodically that the goal is more than just learning the facts presented. Second, the role of the instructor. The teacher creates an environment that fosters student learning, accommodates different learning styles, motivates students to accept responsibility for learning, utilizes multiple teaching techniques appropriate for students' learning goals, designs activities in which students interact with the materials that the teacher and each other. Physically, place yourself among the students when possible instead of standing in front of them. Clearly communicate with what type of availability you have outside of the classroom for questions, concerns, and chats. Third, the responsibility for learning. Responsibility for learning is shared between the teacher and the learner. The students take leadership in classroom, present their work, and facilitate groups. Students take ownership of their reading, writing, and learning to develop, test, and refine their thinking. The students actively listen to others, think, make comments, discuss ideas, ask questions, observe, and listen for understanding. Set the tone early on. Ask the students to fill out a short survey at the beginning of the semester, reflecting on how they learn best and what new modes of learning they are open to. Set some time during syllabus review to create classroom standards that the students develop and commit to as a class. Make sure that these community standards are available to students. Example given, posted on courseworks or in the classroom. Fourth, the purpose and process of assessment. Through learner-centered teaching, evaluation is used to provide a balance between generating grades and promoting learning. Assessment of learning measures what and how well the students have learned at the end of instruction. It determines whether learning goals and outcomes have been achieved. It gathers relevant information about student performance or progress or to determine students' interests to make judgments about their learning process. Types of assessment: formative, summative, diagnostic, interim. Debrief assessments and exams. Talk through challenging sections, student experiences, and what could be done differently. Have regular low-stake quizzes throughout the course that encourage students to stay engaged and assess their knowledge on an ongoing basis. Communicate the purpose of these quizzes to the students. Have students mark up each other's or sample assignment, essays, exam questions, etc. as either peer review or a way of studying or learning skills. Invite students to contribute to planning the format and potential questions for exams. Fifth, the balance. This is engagement between faculty and learners. In order to achieve balance in power, we have to understand the role of power in classroom. We have to create a learner-centered environment. When teaching is learner-centered, power is shared rather than transferred wholesale. Power sharing has wonderful effects on the elements of the educational process, learner or students, teachers, environments. For students, they will be engaged, involved, and connected with the course, and they are motivated to work harder. For teachers, they no longer struggle with passive, uninterested, and disconnected students. For the environment, there is much stronger sense that class belongs to everyone. For example, when something is ineffective, students are much more willing than in the past to fix it. The balance of power. Establish a trusting relationship and allow the students to be critical of their learning methods and the student content they are studying. Ask students what they hope to gain from the course. By emphasizing the knowledge and skills students care most about throughout the course, you can encourage learners to take ownership of materials. Have students run discussion or present what they found challenging, interesting, and or throughout provoking in readings. Give students assignment options to choose from so that they can engage with the materials in a way that they are confident and excited about. Have students work together to develop study guides. And that's all my report. Thank you. Thank you. So everyone, thank you for your cooperation and the ear you have lended to me. Thank you again. Once again, God bless and good luck.